Hey Capricorn, so these are going to be your new moon and Taurus messages. I know that it is past the new moon now, but it's going to still be relevant for you in regards to the energy that is around you right now, and just whatever you're processing. There could be things that you're anticipating or you're just working through right now. So we're just going to address those things and just I'm going to turn off my phone, and we're going to basically break down just the things coming toward you at this time. I have a list of kind of categories we're going to be going through, starting with the surrounding energy with tarot cards. Then we're going to get into life changes with the butterfly oracle deck. Then we're going to do what you need to hear with Monology, what you need to surrender with the surrender oracle. We're going to touch on romance, love, and relationships kind of stuff, and then we'll do overall advice and bring everything together and just address everything that we've talked about so far. So let's get right into it. I hope you guys are having a good day so far. This is going to be for Capricorns, like I said. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, and South Node. So wherever those do exist in your chart, that will be relevant for you. Let's get started, Capricorns. And the new moon will be, it actually occurred in your 5th house. How exciting. So you guys may have had 5th house, right? Yeah, Capricorn risings, you guys had a Taurus 5th house transit. And so the new moon was activating your house of romance, fun, creativity, passion, children, if you have children. So you might notice that those things are coming into your focus right now. Let's talk about it. Alright, I already got one card here. Let's see what's coming out for you guys, Capricorn. That's too many, Spirit. Let's get these 2 first cards. You guys got... Interesting. I feel as though everybody keeps getting these damn cards. Capricorn, I think that Virgo may have just gotten these cards. The 4 of Wands and the 5 of Swords. Another placement got the 5 of Swords as well. But, I feel like people are really just dealing with maybe some communication issues, especially going into Gemini season. Like, maybe people are just being extra petty or impulsive with their communication, or they are, like, readdressing some things, you know, because certain groups got 5 of Swords reversed, where it's wanting to repair the communication, and then for others, it's like you guys are needing to make sure that you address something in a more, like, lighthearted or just mature manner where things aren't blown out of proportion, if that makes any sense. But you guys also got the 4 of Wands, which represents some kind of celebration or some like harmony in a sense, and this could be regards to your home or living situation. So you guys could be changing some things. I don't know, like you guys could have gotten into an argument at home, but ultimately it was so that, like, in regards to some kind of disharmony, you know what I mean? Things just not working out. You guys did get the Sun reversed. Let's see what this is about. You got the Sun reversed with the Hangman and the King of Swords. Let's see. Sun reversed and the Hangman with the King of Swords reversed. So, Capricorns, this could have been, maybe you guys just were not feeling in this environment. This 4 of Wands is just making me feel like home. Like, this card always makes me think of like a living situation or family or a home environment. So this could be in regards to you guys just not feeling like something was working out in your living situation. And so there could have been a waiting period where you guys were you know, just dissatisfied with this 7 of Wands. What am I saying? What am I saying? 7 of Wands energy. Is that how you guys were feeling? 7 of Wands is kind of like where you guys just feel like people are, you have to, I feel like that's like you're standing up for yourself and you feel like you're doing something all alone. You guys could feel that way, where maybe in this situation you felt like you had to stand up for yourself, or you felt like you were all alone, or people just were misunderstanding you, didn't get you, and so you had to move on. You were feeling unhappy. And as I said, with this 5th house transit, this could also be about inner child. I did pick up on that when I said 5th house transit earlier. I was picking up on like inner child. Sorry guys, I hope you guys, my window's a little bit cracked again. You're gonna hear the cars, so let me close that window. But with the sun reversed, yeah, I was just picking up on inner child, and you guys could feel that your inner child is just not thriving in the environment that you're in, or it could be like triggered even. The King of Swords, it's just making me feel like you guys are just not feeling like you can express yourself, or that you are really, I feel like it's creativity ultimately. Like it's some of you guys could be like creatives, like in your job or whatever you're doing, and you could feel like that's being blocked at this time due to this environment. And you may have even said something about it with that 5 of Swords, what's coming out, because you guys got the Tower card. This is interesting. Very interesting energy, Capricorn. Whatever you guys are dealing with, you are just not feeling happy about it. And I do feel like there had to be this Tower moment in order for you to kind of take this step back and realize that you were unhappy in the situation, or that, you know, this conversation could have been what did it, you know, where another card fell out. Where was that? Did that just fall out? Yeah. Let's see what it was. Sorry, guys. What is this? 5. Oh my gosh. Look at this. The 7 of freaking Wands. That is crazy. I love when shit like that happens. That is wild, guys. Okay, so like I said, okay, so you guys could have been in, yeah, so I'm feeling it could have been in a living environment, family situation, even like creative group for some of you guys is what I'm picking up on. Like it could have been some kind of collaboration where I just feel like you guys had to confront whoever you were working with, or whoever you were involved with, because you were feeling unhappy and you were just feeling like your like creative ideas or something that you were doing was being blocked, you know what I mean? And to a degree, I feel like the communication, like the 5 of Swords coming up, is making me wonder why. Like I do feel like it was more than interesting. I just feel like it's deeper than that, deeper than the creativity or just whatever I was saying, like where you guys could have felt, like I said, misunderstood, like blocked in many ways. Like I just feel like you guys were unhappy. This is interesting. Okay, so let me pull one more card, and then I'm going to get into the Butterfly Oracle just to see what we're dealing with there for you guys, Capricorn. That Tower moment card is standing out to me, though, with the 7 of Wands. I feel like you guys could have gotten into an argument or something happened. Yeah, like with friends. Like I said, it could have been like a roommate situation or friendship or like a group, you know what I mean? Like a support group or some people that you were working with, some kind of collaboration. It could have fell through with this 3 of Cups reverse coming out. Because you guys, there could have been like, even like earlier I was thinking that the sun was making me think of like being naive. Like you could have been naive about the situation and now you're seeing things from a different perspective. But I feel as though the sun, I did hear naive earlier, and I was just thinking with the 3 of Cups that you could have gotten into like a situation where it ended up being like with this King of Swords reverse, you could have had like a plan and you were really excited about it, and you had all the ideas in your head of what was going to happen, and then the people who you were working with, it just like they were not on board, or they were just not on the same page as you were. And so there could have been pettiness with the 5 of Swords coming out, you know? There could have been pettiness, there could have been arguments or like passive aggression, things like that. And then it ultimately built up to this Tower moment, you know what I mean? But I feel as though, yeah, like it could have just been with like friendship or just something where like there could have even been, I'm hearing overindulgence with this card, honestly, with the 3 of Cups reverse. So someone could have been overindulging, there could have been like addiction involved, you know, something of that nature is what I'm picking up on for you guys, Capricorn. Let me just pull the Butterfly Oracle now and see what you guys are dealing with in regards to life changes, okay? This is going to be, again, for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, and South Node. It could have also, what I'm picking up on is, could have been like, I don't know, people just being irresponsible, or like doing like I said, overindulging, but just doing things that maybe were immature, because that's, I earlier said naive. So you could have just felt like maybe you invested in your ideas or your creativity or whatever in the wrong people, because you ultimately realized they weren't serious about it or something like that, is what I'm kind of picking up on for you, Capricorn. Let's see what you're dealing with here. There's support on the bottom of the deck, so that's interesting. Like I did say with that Three of Cups and the Four of Wands, I was picking up on some kind of like support group or collaboration, or just some like friendship, you know, some kind of environment where people were supposed to be helping you or supporting you in some way. Let me see here. Yeah, so earlier I did say like creativity. You could have felt like your creativity was blocked in this environment for some of you guys who are working to like build your hobbies, or like you could, you know what I mean, like invest in something that you do, whether it's art, whether it's something like that. And I just felt that energy where you could feel like you need, I feel like this Hangman is, you need more like time, like to be inspired, and to like, I'm just feeling a lot of creative blockages here with these three cards. And so you could feel like you need like a more creative environment, or an environment that's like more nurturing to your like vibe or whatever, because you could be, I'm picking up on like self-employment, or just wanting to like, I don't know, like make more money maybe with your hobbies, because you guys got finances and hobbies. So it could be in regards to that. The other thing that I was picking up on with the finances, if this Tower moment was in regards to like working with someone or living with someone, or just being involved with someone, that you felt like they were overindulging or irresponsible or naive, or you were naive for like dealing with them. Like I feel like it could be involved with finances. You know what I mean? Or there could have just been like some, like the Tower moment could have been involved with that, or the Five of Swords, where you guys were arguing over finances, or like who was paying for what, or just like someone maybe not having their part or whatever. Like with that Three of Cups, I said a friendship could have fallen out, or just could have been not in a good place. I don't know. This is interesting, guys. Interesting, but you guys also got healing from the past, and you got volunteer. So the volunteer is making me think of the hobbies. It's making me think of the finances and hobbies card, where I feel as though some of you guys could be doing some kind of creative work, or some kind of thing that you want to kind of jump off, or like become more successful in, get more, like I said, with these creative blockages, you may feel like you need a more like conducive environment to grow. And I feel as though that could be said with the volunteer. Like you may need to put yourself out there and try new things, or volunteer somewhere where you can get more experience or meet new people, things like that. Because I did say that support card was on the bottom, so you may need to be finding new avenues of support, you know what I mean? New avenues of community, like I said with that Four of Wands, where if there was a falling out and you're realizing that these people or this environment isn't working for you anymore, that you'll find that in other places. But with the healing from the past, let's dive into that. I want to pull one more card and see what we get. You guys did have realization. Yeah, it's still on the bottom of the deck, realizations and epiphanies. So this healing from the past could be in regards to that, and things just coming up with, what did I say, you guys are going through a 5th house transit. So I did mention that inner child work, and it could be like in regards to your passions. Your self-expression is really what the 5th house is about. So this creativity and these hobbies and all this coming up for you makes sense, because you guys could be needing to like heal your sense of self-worth even with these cards coming out, because this King of Swords shows me that, let me show you better. This King of Swords shows me you guys have like really cool ideas. You guys have the potential to be a leader, to really get yourself somewhere with your ideas. But I feel as though right now it's blocked, you know what I mean? And this could be with the sun. It's funny because the sun, Leo is ruled by the sun, but then Leo also is ruled by the 5th house in astrology. And then you guys are going through a 5th house transit. But with this sun being reversed, it could represent that you guys are like lacking that self-expression, lacking that self-worth. And that's why you need this time. And this new like change of scenery, this change of perspective is kind of what I'm getting. Like you guys need new inspiration, you know what I mean? Is what I'm picking up for you guys, Capricorn. So that's very interesting, and I feel like it's all going to boil up to something for you guys in regards to just not feeling supported, you know? With this, the 7 of Wands, the 3 of Cups came out underneath the 7 of Wands. And like I said, that 7 of Wands is like having to like, I was even going to say it's like having to prove yourself. You may feel like you're in this stage of having to really prove yourself. And so you don't want anyone else holding you back kind of thing. You know what I mean? So that could be the case, but I just feel like ultimately you guys are feeling like you may be feeling like you're doing more work than someone if you are in some kind of collab or like a group environment with someone, and you are just tired of it, and it ultimately comes to surface. Let's pull the Monology for you guys in regards to what you need to hear, and then we'll get into what you need to surrender. This is going to be for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Ooh, North Node, South Node. Emotions are running high, Capricorn, and then you got nothing is set in stone. So, you could still be needing to figure out what you're going to do next in regards to the situation for some of you. And you could be, you know, emotions are running high because you are feeling frustrated. You are feeling like after this 5 of Swords moment, you could just be feeling like you maybe want to just get out of this environment that you're in. This is interesting. You got step out of your comfort zone. It was like I was flipping the cards or shuffling the cards, and that one was like flipped the other way. So you got step out of your comfort zone, which is North Node. So you guys could need to think about what ultimately is going to serve your purpose. Like I said, you got that King of Swords, but the environment that you're in, you know, the people you're around, whatever the case may be, it could just not be supporting your purpose, like what you're really meant to do with your life ultimately. And it's gonna break down to this Tower moment where you're gonna have to realize that you have to make a decision, you know what I mean? And this Hangman could be that you're being kind of stubborn and you do need to see things from a different point of view, but right now you could be having a hard time doing that due to this like wounded inner child, or this lack of self-worth, or just this you're focused on like dissatisfaction right now. But you could also be just being naive about the situation, and that's why the Tower moment's gonna even have to be there in the first place, for you to realize that these people aren't really haven't really been supporting your higher purpose. So there is going to be a need to step out of your comfort zone. With the Nothing is Set in Stone card, it makes me feel as though you still have some work to do in regards to like what steps you're going to take next, like I said. And this card with the emotions are running high, this makes me feel like it's like not to tell you to calm down, because I hate when people tell me to calm down, but like emotions are running high. Like it's like okay, take a step back. It's honestly like the Hangman card. Take a step back. Make sure that you're not doing anything impulsively, saying the wrong thing, doing things that you can't take back, or saying things you can't take back. If you are frustrated with these people, but if they're family, if they're people who have been in your life for a while, make sure you don't say anything you don't mean, you know what I mean? Things like that. I think that's something you have to make sure of, Capricorn placements. let's pull one more card for you, or let's see what you get here. 2 more came out. You are good enough, so I feel like that's in regards to, yeah, look at that. In regards to taking that step, I was going to say, and then you got, you are good enough, and be bold and make the first move. So that is so cool. I really feel like that is a call that whatever you guys are trying to step into or do for yourself, I think it is very much possible, but you just have to believe that it is. You know, I think that this is whatever you're thinking about is your destiny for sure, because you guys got that North Node card. So it is like you're going in the right direction, and you just need to, I think that this inner child, the self-worth that I'm picking up on here that you guys need to work through is in regards to healing from the past, you know what I mean? So it could be past relationships, past situations that just kind of wore down your self-worth, and now you need to build that back up. And recognize that you are the king, you know what I mean? Like, you guys have the potential to really get somewhere, like I said, with your ideas and your creativity, if that is something that many of you are interested in. For others of you, I think it's just, if you're not necessarily a creative, I think it's just in regards to whatever work you do, you know what I mean? Like, recognizing that you do have it in you, or if there's like a hobby, like I said, like you guys got the hobby card, you know what I mean? If there's just something that you guys want to pursue, that you've been like, oh, that looks so cool, I really want to get into that, or I don't know where to start with that. It could be volunteering, like I said, or just putting yourself out there and being like, I'm willing to help. Like, say it's photography, you know what I mean, and you're like, I really want to get better at taking photos. Go and reach out to photographers and be like, I'm willing to be you know, stand by and do lighting for you. I'm willing to go do these things for you. Do you need any help holding up, you know, a backdrop, whatever, helping adjust the model's clothing? Like, these things will help you get into the environments that you want to get into, and you'll find the support that you need, so you're not doing everything alone. Because I ultimately feel like that is something else you guys could feel, Capricorn, is like you're doing everything alone. So let's see here. All right. I also want to warn you guys that this video, we still have some time, but when it gets to 29 minutes, you are going to see a little click in the video, and it's basically me having to chop the 2 videos together because my camera's silly and it doesn't let me record more than 30 minutes for whatever reason. I'm always saying a disclaimer until I find a hack. That will be the case, but don't judge me. That's why I want to get some new equipment and stuff so I can just have better video editing for you guys, but that'll be in the future. Until then, you better appreciate these videos. No, I'm just kidding, but I do appreciate you guys always bearing with me and engaging with my content. But let's get into what you need to surrender next, Capricorns, in regards to the situation that's coming up for the new moon for you guys. What is it that Capricorns are surrendering for the new moon in order to bring these new manifestations in ultimately, and just usher in new energy? Taurus new moon is all about values and like money and what we like, what brings us comfort and security and purpose. And so I think that it's ruled by Venus, you know what I mean? So it's whatever makes, look at this, it's wanting to come out, and it's surrender to creativity. So I do feel that even, okay, Capricorns, even if you guys are not creatives, even if you guys are not used to doing anything like fun or silly or different like that, and it's funny because as an artist, I'm like, it's not even different or silly, it's just, if you're not used to expressing yourself in any abstract ways, in any way that isn't, you know, I don't know, you know what I'm trying to say. But anyway, it's time to do that. It's time to pick up a hobby. It's time to find something where you can express yourself in a way that you're not used to. So it could be so many different things, but it could be working out, it could be art, it could be taking a class. Like I said, it could be some kind of community environment, because I do feel as though you guys are just not feeling supported in the current environment that you are in. So it could be like taking a class where you meet new people and it gets you out of like you know what I mean, out of your comfort zone. You know, you're learning new skills and you're being pushed to new boundaries because the people that you surround yourself now are like people who are kind of on your level or above your level, you know what I mean? Where, because before I did say you guys are feeling like there are people who you're just kind of picking up the slack for, you don't feel like are supporting you or doing as much as you are. So that could be the case for some of you guys, Capricorn. But I do feel that way with the you are good enough card. Like, you guys could be even nervous to step out there and put yourself in these new environments, but I think that you need to recognize you are good enough, and you need to heal from the past. Whatever happened in the past, if people made you feel like you were not, that is bull crap, okay? Okay, wow, look at that. Yeah, because on the bottom of the deck, I'm not going to pull it out, but it's surrender to low self-esteem. Look at that, Capricorn. So let's pull some of these cards for you. What do you need to surrender for this new moon, Capricorn, in regards to the new moon in Taurus? What is it that you guys are surrendering? Well, I'll pick it up in a second. Let me see what else. Okay, my hands are all clunky. Let me just do it now. Surrender your ego. Okay, Capricorn, I guess it's time to surrender your ego. So like I said, you guys could be feeling as though, you know, you'd always do it right, or I don't know, I just feel like you guys are feeling blocked. Like, this King of Swords could also just be like kind of like egotistical. It is an air sign, so this is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius placements, but it's like air representing the mind. That could represent the ego, you know what I mean? Especially you guys getting the sun here. So you guys could be just also being like immature in regard to the situation, where it's like there could be, like I said before, like, make sure you're not being petty or saying things that you ultimately don't mean or that you can't take back. I do feel like that could be the case for some of you guys, where you need to actually realize that, like, just because you may not want the same things as these people, that it doesn't make you any better than these people. And maybe that could be some of the, like, healing from the past or the inner child work you need to do, where you could project sometimes. And so that Hangman being that you need to kind of take a step back and see things from another perspective, that could be in regards to that, you know, thinking you know what's right or know what's best, and sometimes that's not always true. Maybe yes for you, but like knowing when it's like you're projecting, you know what I mean? That's kind of something that I'm picking up on for you, Capricorn. Let's see what else, because you did get that low self-esteem card, so it's like you could be projecting because you have this low self-esteem, or because maybe you don't believe in yourself, and so there could be things where you're like blaming people. I actually am picking up on that, where you could blame people for your shortcomings, or where, because you guys, like I said, some of you guys could be pursuing like something creative, or just wanting to really step into your self-worth and your self-confidence, and you could like blame these other people for like not, you know, like they don't support me, they don't see me, whatever the case may be. You could be like feeling those things and kind of projecting in the sense that like they're the ones that are holding you back, when really it is like things that you need to heal that from the past, and like those projections and that ego that you need to ultimately heal. Ooh, I'm trying to pick up the cards and it's being a pain in the butt, but the ego that you ultimately need to heal in order to move forward. So that could definitely be the case for some of you guys, Capricorn. Let's see what else Capricorn's dealing with. What other things does Capricorn need to surrender in regards to this Taurus new moon? Let's see. You guys got surrender, denial, and then surrender to the beauty of the natural world. So yeah, like I just said, that could be the case, everything that I just said. And I feel like Spirit is actually like, you guys could be like, no, that's not true, I have a point. Like, I don't know, that's just kind of what I'm picking up on, because I feel like this is coming out because of that, where Spirit's like picking up on the energy you guys might respond to this video with. And so there could be a need to surrender, denial. You guys did get the Tower card. You know, there could be something that comes forth that makes you realize that you've been in denial a little bit in regard to this situation, in regards to either how you've handled it or just staying too long, to the point where it has pushed you to become this like petty person, or this person who is like projecting, you know. surrender to the beauty of the natural world shows me that you guys need to basically get out more. Like I said, you guys need to get out of your comfort zone, and that could be like whatever environment you're living in. You could need to be in new communities, meet new people, try new things, but this is I think also nature would serve you guys well, like finding a cool place to go, like a hiking trail, or like this is the forest, but even the beach for some of you guys, I was just picking up on, would be really nice for you. But somewhere where it's like secluded and you guys can kind of get that hangman, that like change of perspective, or I did even say change of scenery earlier, didn't I? But that might be really good for some of you guys, the surrendering to the beauty of the natural world. But let's see the video. Yep, I knew it. But let's see. Let's pull 2 more for you guys. Let's see what else you guys need to surrender, because they're kind of coming out very, very clear. Let's see. Anything else that Capricorns need to surrender before we get into the love and romance portion, please? Anything else that Capricorns need to surrender? Okay, so you guys got 3 that came out. It's surrender your attachment to results, surrender to success, and then surrender to non-action. So it's funny because I feel like Capricorns, I feel like all the earth signs are focused on success right now. Like they're focused on really bettering themselves, really, whether it's gaining new skills, more money, more stability, more success. Like earth signs, you guys are trying to be in your bag right now, and I get that, but I feel like Capricorns, I'm just picking up on the anxious energy that Capricorns sometimes can carry, and I think that that's what's happening with these 3 cards coming out, is you guys may need to, in regards to everything that I have been saying, in regards to these goals, in regards to stepping out of your comfort zone and everything else, like as this ending message of what you should surrender before we get into like this new topic with the love and romance, I feel as though this is a reminder that everything, like just keep putting one foot in front of the other, you know what I mean? Everything's going to take some time. Stepping out of your comfort zone doesn't mean that everything's going to just manifest and work out perfectly overnight. You are going to have bad days. You are going to have days where you still doubt yourself, even though you did leave this environment that was holding you back. I do feel like it's going to be better for you to put yourself in a healthier mindset, and so you can get that sun to be like positive and upright, and you know you're focused on you know, just the positive things. But right now I just feel like you are blocked, and you know, your judgment could be clouded, your creativity could be clouded. Like I see it as like your creative ideas, like you're doubting yourself, you know what I mean, when it comes to those ideas. Like you could be used to like just flowing, you know, creatively, and right now you could be wanting to like change directions or just level up or do some new things, so that you're kind of doubting yourself, you know, how you express yourself, how you do things, how they're coming across, how things look if you're an artist, things like that. And I think that right now you guys need to just focus on just chilling, you know what I mean? Just letting things be and relaxing and allowing yourself to kind of, with this hangman, once you step out into this new environment, just flow. Just kind of, I see it being an experimental phase for you guys, you know what I mean? So that surrender your attachment to results. Don't be so hard on yourself when everything doesn't click and make sense right away. That was the kind of point of you guys moving into this new energy, where I think it will help you ultimately find that success. And I think that you guys will be successful, but right now it is about really honing in on the things that you want to create and the things that you want to express. And like for those of you who are just kind of wanting to get into a new hobby, I think this is ultimately about your self-worth and just spending time with yourself, you know what I mean? Getting to know yourself on a deeper level. And so whatever hobby that you do choose, I think will help you do that. Because I do feel like you guys feeling unsupported also, yes, everyone needs community and everyone needs people who help them feel like supported ultimately. I don't know where I was going with that, but I feel as though we also need to work on like being able to support ourselves, you know what I mean? And so at the end of the day, if we don't know what we need and what we want and what is going to, like, what we can give ourselves versus what we're seeking from other people, and set those boundaries and kind of you know what I mean, ultimately just kind of, I don't know what I mean. I'm just kind of thinking about these cards where I think that you guys, with everything that I was saying about potentially projecting due to this like wounded inner child, I think that there's a need to work on those things so that you can set boundaries, figure out what it is that you need from other people so that you no longer have those kind of, what's it called? Interactions. So that's time alone, or this moving out of this environment, or this fallout with these people that may happen with this Tower card that is present. Come on, Nails, you got it. You guys may just need to reflect on those things, you know? But let's get into the Romance Oracle cards to see what you guys are dealing with in regards to love. These cards are going to be for everybody, singles, people who are in a relationship, people who are in a situationship. It'll apply the way that I'll describe them, you'll see. And it's just going to be what you guys need to hear right now. For this new moon, how it's going to be affecting your love life, and potentially changing it in some way, you know, because new moons are all about change. So what is it that Capricorns need to hear in regards to their love life? These are the Romance Angel Oracle deck cards, and so let's see what they have to say for you, Capricorn. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, South Node. Whoa. Yeah, didn't I say you guys do need to spend some time alone? And that's funny. So if you guys do have someone who you are with, you could need to spend some time alone with them. You got the Retreat card. So that could be going on a little vacation, a getaway. You also got the Honeymoon card. And I see that as you see them on the little boat and they're kind of going away. I feel like these cards kind of represent the same thing, but this could be with someone new that you're dating, or just kind of spending some quality time with your lover if you are in an established relationship that kind of gives off that honeymoon stage energy or brings you guys back to that place, you know? You also got You Deserve Love, so I'm going to get some more cards to see what that's about. Obviously, it says you are lovable, and we all know we all are, and we all are, deserve love. So if you're just feeling like that's not true for you, Capricorn, maybe this is for the single Capricorns who are just not feeling like they're, you know, even when I was saying, like, now we're going to talk about love, you could have been like, okay, this isn't for me, like, I don't need to listen to this. You deserve love. You are lovable. This is possible for you. And so let's see what else Capricorns are getting. But it's okay if you guys also just want to be single and in your bag and focused on your creativity right now. That's totally okay, but I feel like with the new moon, your fifth house is the house of romance. So that's so funny, you guys keep an open mind. So for some of you guys, you do need to keep an open mind when it comes to romance. I think for some of you guys, it is about someone you actually are dating or seeing. And for others of you, this is, like, for those of you who are single, this is just in regards to dating and getting yourself out there in general. Like I said, you guys may need to go out and get out of your comfort zone and try new things and meet new people. But for some of you, for those of you who are dating someone or you're just unsure about a certain connection, you got this could be the one. So this person that you're dating, it says you've already met the romantic partner you seek. Okay, Capricorn. So for some of you, if there is someone on your mind and you're just kind of wondering what you should do about it with the keep an open mind, keep an open mind about it. Maybe it says your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. So this could be in regards to, like, I don't know, if you're just feeling like things are not clear with someone, you might need to get clear and talk about things and see if that is the case, if they're feeling the same way as you are, because you got that this could be the one card. And then, oh, this is so cute. So look, I feel like there is some insecurities with you guys, Capricorn, because you guys got the sun reversed. And then, look at this. So basically, these are how the cards fell out. And if you can see, in the You Deserve Love card, she's pointing the arrow. So I feel like that's like the target, like aiming at what you want. And being sure, like being confident that you can get it, like actually going out and pursuing it. And then look at these two cards. It's like this is the keep an open mind, and this could be the one, and it's like aiming at those two cards. So it's like maybe some Capricorns, you need to actually take the initiative and put yourself out there in regards to whatever this is or whoever this person is that you have feelings for. But then those of you in a relationship, I feel like you guys are just maybe some of you guys are going through a rocky period. Some of you guys could be like, for those of you in situationships or like doubting or confused about what this connection is, that could be for you as well, to keep an open mind, and this could be the one. I'm gonna pull a couple more cards to see what you guys are dealing with before we get into the advice for you to end it all. What are Capricorns dealing with in regards to romance and love? Getting to know each other, yeah, so some of you guys are kind of dealing with someone new where you're, like, could be nervous about opening up or just unsure how this person feels about you, and you could just be in a stage where you need to kind of get to know each other and just be more flirty, open, have fun. Like, you guys could even go on like a little, I could see some of you going on a little day trip with this person where you invite them like, hey, do you want to go here? And you guys spend the day together, and that's why you got the retreat card, you know what I mean? And that could kind of kickstart the like honeymoon phase of your relationship, where maybe if you do with that arrow card, like you do kind of want to get the courage to tell this person how you feel, or kind of say like, hey, what are we? I feel like I could see that definitely for some of you guys. That's so cute. Let's see. Jeez, this is 3 cards. So this is where I'm going to end it for the relationship ones for you guys, Capricorns. For some of you guys, this is cute. I do see like a possible engagement, or you guys could just wanting to be, like I said, leveling up in your relationship, like telling this person how you feel, telling this person that you may think that they're your soulmate. You did get the soulmate card. So some of you guys could be wondering also, like, is this person my soulmate? I have so many like heavy feelings for them. And that could be very much true. Engagement doesn't always mean like an official engagement. I understand some people don't care about marriage. Other people aren't in the stage of their life where they see marriage for themselves. But engagement is just like a leveling up in commitment. So it's like professing your love to someone, telling someone that you want to spend more time with them, spend your life with them, want to commit to them in a deeper way, you know? So I feel like that is going to be the case for those of you who are in a committed relationship. You could be dealing with an engagement. You guys could be planning a marriage even, or just talking about the future together for some of you, because you are realizing this person is your soulmate, which is so beautiful for Capricorns. I feel like the love, like with it being the 5th house, I get that. You guys going through this 5th house transit, that's really cute. I can understand why you guys are having positivity in regards to your love life. So that's for all different Capricorns, of course. So thanks for sticking with me if you did. Even if you're single and you're like, none of that was for me. But you never know. You guys did get... where did you get? You deserve love, getting to know each other, keep an open mind. This could be the one. Someone could come through. You never know, Capricorns. If you're single right now, and I did say you guys need to be putting yourself out there more, so you could just feel really kind of alone and unsupported right now, and not feeling like that's the case. But maybe you need to flirt more. Maybe you need to get out there more. Maybe you need to feel yourself more, so that you can start attracting the people who see your best, you know what I mean? But if you're not feeling yourself right now, then like I said earlier, you could be projecting that, like, oh, people don't like me, people don't, you know, and it's like you actually aren't even really putting yourself out there at all. So let's see, what's the advice for Capricorn placements? Sun, Moon, and Venus, North Node, South Node. You guys got humor. So this is in regards to needing to approach life in a more lighthearted way, in a more detached way. Like when bad things happen or not everything goes your way, it's a 50 breaking down to a 5. So it's all about adaptability and needing to see things and like see the silver linings, you know what I mean? Laugh at your struggles sometimes, and laugh at yourself when you make mistakes, or when even when you like are embarrassed by things, like with this like wounded inner child and seeing like the bigger picture, seeing things from a different perspective, that could be the case, like needing to just like laugh it off instead of like holding on to things or projecting or resenting people. You know what I mean? I'm feeling that. Okay, potential. So with everything I was saying about you guys wanting to either start a new hobby, monetize your hobby, just build your skills or your like knowledge in some field, I feel like there's potential there, absolutely. And it's just about you guys building upon that potential right now and needing to first kind of step into, like I said, that positive thinking and that more positive environment for some of you guys who may need it. And not necessarily just positive environment, like more conducive, more supportive people who are like challenging you or just inspiring you, you know what I mean? You could have been in a place where that didn't feel like it was the case for a moment. Let's see. So yeah, you guys got mastery. I love this energy for you, Capricorns. This is really good. Mastery and adaptability. So like I said, with that 5, or the humor card breaking down to a 5, and it is about changes, adaptability. You guys did get the adaptability card, and it's a 1, so it's about you guys and like what you guys can bring to the table in regards to stepping out of your comfort zone. Like I said, you guys are the King of Swords, but you could be projecting and blaming a lot, like, you know, having excuses, you know what I mean, about why things aren't working out, why you haven't gotten to where you need to be. And I feel like ultimately you guys are, I feel like there's like a lot of just tension involved, and there needs to be more of a flow, and that's why you guys got the Hangman card, because you just need to surrender right now and kind of like take a step back from everything, kind of recenter yourself, focus solely on your creativity and like what you need to make you feel good and make you feel confident, and then kind of step back into this, you know what I mean? But you got the adaptability and the mastery. So I think that once you do that and once you find more of a balance, you guys are going to feel like you're really stepping into like everything that you wanted and everything that makes sense. And then remember that I said that if there are people involved or there's just something that you need to address or talk about with this Tower moment, this 5 of Swords, you guys got the compassion card. So there's a need to be more compassionate about how you express things and how you communicate possibly your frustrations or your needs. I see that definitely being the case. Let's see a couple more cards for you guys. I'm trying to make your videos as long as everybody else's. I think I'm talking faster, or I'm just getting to the point quicker with you guys, maybe. But let's see what else is coming out ultimately for Capricorns. Sorry, I have to do that with these cards sometimes because they're so like, what is the word? Slippery, but I couldn't think of the words. Let's see, these are some final advice for Capricorns in regards to this new moon energy. That is way too many cards. Let's see these 2 that came out though. Stillness, so you guys did get stillness, and that is all about, you guys also got that surrender to non-action. Look at them, they're very similar looking cards. Look at how these cards both look. So that stillness and surrender to non-action, I feel like you guys need to, this could also be about not saying things, like, because this is blue cards, and it makes me think of the throat chakra, and for some reason, and I just am thinking about with getting the 5 of Swords, this could be you guys needing to just not say anything, or not like work on the passive aggression and work on the like, you know what I mean, with getting the humor card as well. You could just need to work on being like more positive about things. I could definitely see that. Like, and even if there are things that you're frustrated about, maybe put it into your creativity. That's kind of just what I was picking up on with the surrender to your creativity card, and then the Sun and the Hangman. It's like finding a new way to express your frustrations and express your negativity and your like, because you know it's not always negativity. Like, our feelings and our emotions and our wounds are valid as fuck. I was gonna say, sorry, excuse my French, but they're valid as fuck, and I feel as though you just need to find a way to channel them better right now, especially going through that 5th house transit. This is ultimately about how you guys are going to express yourself better. Wow, okay, look at this. You guys got the knowledge card, and I'm waiting to pull more cards to see how I can clarify this, but look at how this knowledge card is a 5, guys. It's a 5. And you guys have been getting a lot of 5s, but this is, you got the 5 of Swords, you got the 5, or the 5 knowledge card, the 50 humor card. You guys got, where else was I looking at a 5? Oh, you guys have got adaptability, which is a 1, but you know that adaptability is representing 5 energy. And so that's very, very interesting. Very, very interesting for you guys. But I feel as though there's going to be a lot of changes ultimately, but the changes are going to be in regards to your self-expression and how you view yourself and how you process your frustrations, your wounds, like all of those things, so you can communicate in a more healthy way and express yourself in a more healthy way, in a more productive way, so you can be this King of Swords, not just in your everyday life, but in your creative world, in your work environment, in all aspects of your life, Capricorn. Let's see, a couple more cards, because I feel like, look at this, the 5 is also like you guys have knowledge, but I feel like where Capricorn you may falter is in, like, what am I trying to say? Like managing things. Like, so Capricorns, you guys could be like bosses and whatever, but then it's like you can let your anxiety get the best of you, or you may not be the best at like conflict management and things like that. So when it comes to that aspect of like your business, you may need to work on that, and that could be like deeper than just like being petty with someone who's like being rude to you online, like, or in whatever work environment that you have. For some of you, I guess you could work in online, considering I just picked up on that. Like, you could have to do customer service with people online, and you could be like, you could even work with people who you like. This could be in a community, because I talked about a community. You could be in a community where you're having to like do the customer service or like communicate with a lot of people, and people could be petty. And if you want to like grow whatever you're working on, or whatever that is that I'm referring to, you may need to work on communicating with people better. You know what I mean? Even if you don't end up always being the customer service person or the person having to do this conflict resolution, I think that's just a life skill that will ultimately benefit you, because you guys do have this knowledge and these creative ideas, but it's about being able to be adaptable and manage them all. You know what I mean? Alright, one more card for you, and I think that's good for you, Capricorns. I hope you guys had a good new moon, because I know this is after the new moon, so I hope you guys had a good new moon, whatever you chose to do, as well as that this, you know, 5th house transit energy that's lingering for you guys is going to be, it's treating you well, and all of this positivity that I'm picking up on is channeled your way. I know that it will ultimately take some work, some inner child work, some shadow work, which we love, don't we? No, I'm just kidding, but I think that it is just pushing, okay, let's see. Yeah, it's pushing you guys to just work through those emotions. You guys got the moon card. I'm going to pull one more because I didn't expect that to come out. But this is about needing to be more emotionally balanced. You know what I mean? It makes me think of like the Chariot and Tarot. Or even the moon card. Like I said, it's like projections and things of that nature. Wow, why did so many cards want to come out? Okay, I'm just going to address them really quickly. So this is making me think of the house situation, or the, not house, but remember how I said that you guys, some of you it's a house, a living environment, a family situation, or roommates, or just people you're living with, where you guys need to communicate. You guys got nurturer. So with me saying that, I feel like you guys were feeling like you weren't supported, where you were doing more than others. This is the nurturer card that's making me feel that way as well. That brought that back up for me. And then you guys got communication and salvation. So look at communication and salvation. So this is absolutely making me feel that you guys need to communicate your needs so that you can get out of the situation ultimately. And this is the Tower moment that's coming up, because you guys are not feeling happy here. This Sun card, like, your happiness is being blocked. You're in a 5th house new moon transit and the sun is reversed. Like, we do not want that. You know what I mean? So it's about working through that energy and figuring out how you can nurture yourself ultimately and heal. Because that 11 card makes me think of the healing card. It breaks down to a 2, needing to bring balance to your life in regards to nurturing yourself and communicating your needs so you can find salvation. And then you guys got the romance card, which I just said that the 11 breaks down to a 2. So this situation could also be in regards to a romantic situation or a connection with the romantic love card. So all of the things I was saying earlier about like you deserve love and you guys could be skeptical about this connection, I do feel that some of you guys actually may feel like you need salvation from it, or that there's some things you've been holding back, or some things that you know, this could be in regards to your insecurities and your projections, that you're just not, you're like creating blockages in your romantic life, or in your relationship if some of you are in a current relationship, and that you need to work on like nurturing the relationship by communicating better. You know, you may need to communicate these needs. Remember, you guys did get the compassion card earlier. And then also I'm just actually picking up on the mastery card as well. So mastering ultimately how to be more compassionate, be more like intimate, be more vulnerable and open about your needs, your emotional needs, and not only just them but like other people's, and like being more vulnerable and receptive to them. And then what was I just looking at that made me think of that? The moon card, of course, makes me think of that because it makes me think of our projections and the things that we feel that we're not processing that come to surface. So that's something that you guys will need to work on, Capricorns. But then oh, I guess I lost it. I don't really know what I was going to say. It was about the salvation card. And I think ultimately freeing yourself of, like, remember you guys got healing from the past. So it's like freeing yourself of these burdens, these emotional burdens, or these projections, these negative thoughts, by realizing, like, remember I said laughing at your situation. I always think of when I am going through something bad and I'm like, I'm going to laugh at this someday. Like, I'm going to be able to look back and I'm going to be able to be like, remember when I was going through that? Like, wow, what BS, you know what I mean? Like, it was so not worth whatever emotions I was letting get the best of me at that time. And that's what I think that the humor card is ultimately about, because it is a 50 breaking down to a 5. And you guys also got the 5 card, and it being knowledge and being that you know that ultimately, like, whatever you're going through right now, or whatever it is that you need to work through, or knowledge also being whatever your realizations that you come to. Did you guys get that card, realizations and epiphanies? I'm channeling that card either way. If you didn't, I have a huge pile of cards in front of me at this point, but the knowledge card makes me think that, like, you guys are coming to those realizations. The surrender your ego card is actually peeking out as I say that, and so yeah, you guys coming to those realizations is going to help you have healthier connections, have a healthier relationships with people, like community-wise, romantic-wise, family-wise for some of you, and I think that it's really going to help you. But this is really going to be like about inner child work and about learning to express yourself in a more productive way for you, Capricorn. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed that reading. If you did, I always say the tips are never expected, but they're always appreciated. I'll have the information in the description box, and then if you guys are inclined to subscribe, please do that. Comment, like, share this video with people, just so I know that you guys do like this content and I'm encouraged to keep doing so. Otherwise, have a great day, and I really do appreciate you guys, and happy new moon. Bye.